Welcome back, everyone, to Game Zone Bird Room.
Game Zone Bird Room.
Hello.
Game Zone Bird Room.
And of course, it's not the Game Zone Bird Room without my babies. We are back for the final part. Such a shame. I've really enjoyed doing this series. Part 4 of games I want for my Sega Saturn from my demo discs.
The final disc. The final episode. Will it be as bad as Lost? Hopefully not. We're going to go out with a bang. This starts off with its own little boot up menu, and we're going to start it right off with Sega Touring Car. Used to have this game. Want to get it back because the game's terrible. It really is. Don't look too bad. It looks, graphically it looks quite nice, but the game handles like dog poo. It really does. It's awful. But it's sentimental value. It was the last game my mum brought me for my Saturn. I stupidly sold it with a bunch of other games like Die Hard Arcade to get games for my Dreamcast. But this is a game I really want to get back due to that sentimental value. As I said, this game is crap. Graphically, looks nice. Music they've got though, it's like dance music. It's like being back at Magaluf in Planet Dance, BCM nightclub. Awful music. Not my cup of tea. See what I mean? The game does look quite nice. The car models are fairly realistic. The speed of the game though is just ridiculous. It's too fast, very loose handling. Apparently it does work better with the Sega 3D analog controller. Sadly I don't have one to try it out. Or the steering wheel. It's supposed to be really good with the steering wheel. Who knows? I was just very disappointed when I had the game. But now looking back, I sort of loved the game. It could have been another Sega Rally. Could have been another big hit. Just sadly didn't turn out that way. Good point about the game, if you do own it, it's got a qualifying lap, which I did like about it. But then, you're sliding all over the place, going to walls, barriers. So, you're never going to get near the top of the grid. But with all them faults, it's a stupid game, but I love it. And I really want to get it back. I really want to own this game again. So it's on the list. It was nice playing this demo. It really was. Brought back good memories. Good harsh memories. Well, that's it for that one. Next up is Steep Slope Sliders. It's the Sega Saturn version of Cool Borders for the PS1. And you know what? This is a quality game. I actually preferred this to Cool Borders. A lot more arcadey. It was a lot easier to do the tricks. Just overall better game, I feel. I played the hell out of this demo. Definitely on my list to get. Don't think it's that expensive either. Physics of the games feel quite nice as well. Let's add the bloke who looks like Crichton from Red Dwarf. Look at the head on him. Bloody hell. Well, I'm sorry, sir, for having a head like a dice. Or something like that, he would say. Red Dwarf, brilliant. Yeah, see what I mean? The scenery looks quite nice. Very free-flowing. Really is a great game. And see, look at that. I mean, I'm crap at games and even I can pull off a flip. Oh, skills. Oh, Guru Larry played this on Games World before he was a legend in the gaming world. I wonder if I can beat his score. Does anyone remember what his score was? If you do, let me know if I beat it. Really is an awesome game. As I said, I played the hell out of this on the demo. It's nice playing it again. This game has made the list. Here comes the final big jump. Triple backflip. Oh no. Great stuff.
He did it.
Next up we have Burning Rangers. Always wanted this game back in the day. Sort of futuristic firefighting game where you have to put out fires, save people in burning buildings. Yeah, really interesting premise back in the day. I don't know if there was any other game out there like it at the time. I will leave you to watch this demo movie in peace. Yeah, as I said earlier, would love to get this game. Would love it to make the list, but it's a bit out of my price range. I mean, it's got a wonderful team who developed this game as well, Sonic Team. I mean, they just came off of Nights into Dreams, and this was their follow-up project. I mean, it looked like a stunning game. I mean, at this point, Sonic Team really understood the system, hardware, and they knew how to get the best out of it. Definitely would love this game to make the list, but very expensive. Next up is Panzer Dragoon Saga. Now this game was spread over 4 discs. It was massive, great big game. It's a role-playing action-adventure game. Still got sequence like the previous 2 games where you're in a big dragon and you're firing it, but it's a lot more involved. Apparently one of the greatest Sega Saturn games ever made. I've never played the game, so you have to make your own mind up on that. Again, like Burning Rangers, this is an incredibly expensive game. Probably easily cost you £400–500 to own it. So it's basically another game I would like to own, but probably won't due to how expensive it is. I'm such a cheap ass. I will say this about it though, it looks like it's done on a grand stage. It does look epic. Next up we have Shining Force 3. It's a role-playing game. As I said before, not my cup of tea, so probably won't make the list. Like the art though, sort of a bit of 2D, and when you're doing your fights it's like 3D, so that's quite a nice little touch. Makes the game set apart from the other RPG games out there. Sadly, this game will not make the list. Next up, The House of the Dead. Now this definitely will.
Oh no!
Graphically not as good as its arcade counterpart, but it don't matter. You're shooting zombies. Enough said, basically.
Others are still inside. Save them.
Oscar-winning performance. Now do remember, in the arcade the blood was actually red, so obviously it was some sort of censored problem. That's why they changed the blood to green. do love these type of games. Brilliant. Even better if you got the gun.
Thank you.
Sadly, which I don't have, but never mind. Wishful thinking. Yeah, this game is definitely on my list. Not too sure if it's expensive nowadays or standard price. I mean, I shouldn't think, it hurts my brain. I think this game was late in the Saturn's life. Either way, it's a great game and I want it. Next up, Winter Heat. This is sort of a sequel to Athletic King, so if you're a fan of that, you're going to be a fan of this game. So it's like the Winter Olympics instead of the Summer Olympics. Same sort of quirky characters they've got in the first game. They all make it back into this game. It's Sega, it's weird best basically. But it also plays well. I remember a friend of mine had this game. I really enjoyed it. It's a stunning game as well. It utilises Sega's high res mode, like the Virtual Fighter 2, Last Bronx, them type of games. So it's a really good looking game. Yeah, really want this game. It's made the list. Next up we have Sonic R. It's a racing game, but this time, instead of in cars, you're on foot. And did you hear that music? It's probably got the best soundtrack ever. Supersonic Racers, Supersonic Racers. Quality, absolute quality. Graphically, this game was stunning. One of the last best looking games out for the Saturn. Probably pick it up for about 30 quid now. Sadly, it was one of them games with Die Arcade, Sega Touring Cars that I got rid of. Dickhead. It's not so bad. I did pick up some brilliant Sega Dreamcast games, so can't grumble. And yeah, and this game doesn't get as much love as it deserves. I mean, it can be a pain in the arse to handle, but you got some great graphics. I mean, the music, you heard it, it's awesome. Anyway, I think it's a game that deserves a bit more love. Next up, we have NBA Action 98. Can't really go wrong with the NBA games. I mean, graphically, it's not aged very well, is it? Playability, though, might still be there. It's a basketball game, so I probably will get it. Makes the list just on that ground, whether it's a good game or a shit game. It's on the list. Back to my boat race.
I cannot believe we have come to the end. Oh, such a shame. I've absolutely enjoyed doing this mini-series, going through them old discs. You know, such a different environment to today's way of playing or downloading. You know, you can download a demo if you enjoy it, buy the game, or the Xbox has got a preview program that you can buy really early builds. So the environment is so different from back when I was younger. And that's saying something. I'm not that old, am I? I'm only 36. Damn. But yeah, I'll tell you the truth, I've really enjoyed some of them little surprise gems that I've found on these discs. And now I've added them to my list of games that I want to buy, which is basically what I want to accomplish from this little series. Hope you've enjoyed the journey with me. Remember guys, if you enjoyed the video, button bash that like, subscribe, take it easy.
Game Song Bird Room.